Welcome to the Wrestling Bar with your co-hosts, The Funk and P. Coda. How you doing, Phil?
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, we haven't been around for a while. If you do enjoy the podcast, make sure that you hit that like button or notification bell so you don't miss any of the episodes. We're gonna try to do more of the episodes more frequently, so we stay up to date with everything going on in WWE, AEW, and AAA Mexico. Now, so we'll see how this goes. Tonight we want to talk about WWE, right? We haven't been around a while.
Yeah.
WWE is the big dog, so. So a lot going on since WrestleMania when Cena became the number 17 world champion, which sucks in my opinion. But we'll talk about that. And on the other side, that's on SmackDown. On the other side, on Monday Night Raw, Paul Heyman betrayed CM Punk,
Yes.
his best
That's cool.
friend, CM Punk, and his tribal chief, Roman Reigns. He betrayed them to join Seth freaking Rollins, and then Braun Breaker joined them. So now they have a little team there. No name, right? No name yet, but they have a little faction there going on. So those are the two top stories in WWE. Any thoughts, Phil?
Oh man. Cena number 17. Gotta address the elephant in the room. It's the only reason why I understand why you would feel a little bit down on this is because of Ric Flair. And you and I both know how we feel about Ric Flair.
And
Um,
a little
I've,
bit down is an understatement.
yes, that's just for the conversation.
Yeah.
But that's the only part that I'm disappointed about. Um, but other than that, I mean, the next night, the RKO out of nowhere. I mean, come on, man,
That was
that
good.
was great.
That was
He was
good.
talking a whole bunch of trash, and an RKO came out of nowhere.
That was good.
I mean, that was spectacular. RKO out of nowhere. Okay, and continued to do so for multiple weeks. I mean, those promos, the back and forth, it was decent. They built it up. It's been 25 years, and the match was decent. It was a good match. I mean, it's Randy Orton is in his hometown. They
Yeah.
built it up as a pay-per-view, right? They really put him as the face of the pay-per-view. It looked great. Um, it was some BS, we knew it was gonna be some shenanigans, right? Think about the shenanigans that we used to have when John Cena or Randy Orton, or when Randy Orton would beat John Cena, right, on some shenanigans, right? So many times in the past, it's happened. So many screw jobs, right? Their back and forth has a story. You can go back to the PLEs and watch the stories. They had amazing storylines, amazing matches. They have really good chemistry in the ring. That's undeniable. Those guys are really undeniable in the ring. It's just now we see Randy Orton as the face, right? And John Cena as the heel, which Randy Orton as a face, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So
It's okay.
it's not exactly, it doesn't hit the
But
same. Yes.
but with this heel Cena, it's a yin and a yang. It works out. It works out great. So I want to see this R-Truth versus John Cena match
Uh,
because R-Truth,
Saturday
that's
night main event next weekend.
main event. I'm sorry, yeah, right. Main event.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens, right? Let's see him pull out the five moves of doom, and just every. I just want to see it. Another great story that we get to see as a result of John Cena's last time is now. Right? Last time is now t-shirts. Last time is now. This is the last time I'm gonna be at any pay-per-view, right? It's hitting different.
I I
Okay.
I freaking hate it. I freaking hate it. I don't, as I said before, I don't think turning Cena at this stage in his life was good for business, just because he has what 25 dates in his contract or
Um,
27 or whatever it is until the end of the year. He's gone in December or January, whatever. Every match that he's having, every pay-per-view, every rivalry that he's having is supposed to be his last. And I was looking forward to that on his return, even though I've never been a John Cena fan by any
right,
means. I'm one
right,
of the ones that always chanted Cena sucks.
right,
Always, always. Consistently, regardless of
right.
his faces, right?
It's
So to me, I was looking forward to that retirement tour to have those last matches, and they were doing it right with, the last time is now and selling all that merchandise. I still think they're doing okay in merchandise, but obviously turning him heel. If you have children that are Cena fans, they're not gonna be like, oh, all right, screw Cena. I don't want his T-shirt. I don't want his hat, right?
guess
So
what?
so I
You
haven't
don't want.
checked. I haven't checked, and I don't have the data in my hands. But I bet you that those sales have decreased substantially because of that.
Well, actually, I disagree with that statement, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I bought bunches of boxes of merch in this room as a result of this Time Is Now tour. Okay, so I get it. The kids don't like it. This isn't
Mhm.
for the kids. Okay, leave these kids at home. Okay, this is my last time is now.
So
It's
you
for
think
me.
so you think
It's for
adults are
me.
gonna buy Cena merchandise because he turned heel and offset what children would have instead bought?
I'll say that children are going to find other products like the Yeet title that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ate too.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
I told you, I predicted this, right? In previous episodes, I said, hey, for every yin, we got to have a yang. Actually, for every yin, we got to have a yeet.
Yeet.
And, and that's what's happening. These kids will still go to support the yeet title. Okay. It's happening. You said it. He doesn't even put on 5-star matches, 10-star matches. And people are still getting up off their seats and yeeting
Yeah,
for the
for
world
Jey
heavyweight
Uso.
champion that made Gunther tap at WrestleMania. I think the
Oh
tapping was
my God,
excessive. The tapping at WrestleMania was excessive.
another mistake.
Big mistake. But I think it was really, it's kind of the Gunther. Gunther really got loud, a little bit too rowdy on LFG a couple weeks ago, a couple months
Yep,
ago
yep.
with The Undertaker,
You
right?
have
He
to
might have rubbed
pay.
a
You
little
have to pay for
way.
disrespecting the
Hey,
Undertaker.
hey, he got to go pay a little penance. Secondly, like it doesn't matter if he tapped or whatever he did, right? We all know, I know, Gunther is capable of becoming a champion in any right. He doesn't need the money in the bank.
Yep, he doesn't.
He could get it though. He could get the money in the bank this year and win it. I'm just saying, he's an all-around athlete. He's the top guy.
Yep, yep.
He can be your top guy in any brand. You put a title on him. He's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion we've had alive, right? Since, come on, the last 30 years.
Yep.
So he's etched in stone. He's good to go. Now it's just about trying to form rivalries. I do want people like Goldberg to show up because he was talking a lot of trash to him. I really want to see that fight. I love to
Yep.
see him versus Brock. Like he has a plethora of matches and feuds that he could have and be just fine. He can recover from this. Um,
Now
I
going back to Cena.
Yeah,
Going
Cena.
back to Cena. I mean, I don't think again the business is better because of him turning heel. SmackDown viewership has been decreasing, trending down since he took the title at Mania. I think he's great in promos. He has always been good in promos,
Right.
but I still feel that his babyface promos have been better than what he's putting out as a heel. And he's coming from the same angle that, oh, I turned heel because of you, the public, the fans, whatever, the universe, and all of that. I have not been enjoying his
No.
promos or Orton's as a baby
No.
face to the level that I would enjoy if their roles were reversed.
No. But you have to understand why. Randy Orton is not a promo person.
Nope, has never been.
Never been. Face or heel. Doesn't
But
matter.
but as a heel, he's better.
No, no. As a heel, everybody's better. You have to understand.
True.
Everybody's better as a heel
Except
because you can
Cena.
take it there.
Except
No,
Cena.
no. Because you can take it there. John Cena was getting cheers from the crowd during the match at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes was getting booed at WrestleMania
Yep.
41.
Yep.
Okay?
Which is not great.
Which is horrible.
It's
It's
horrible.
horrible.
It's
You're
horrible.
the face and you're getting booed. It's bad. So what I'm saying is he can't go too hard because if he could take it there and people will cheer him and boo the face. So he's got to hold back a little bit from time to time.
Now,
And
I'm gonna make a parenthesis there because it sounds like you're blaming Cody again for getting booed. John Cena as a babyface got booed always. Roman Reigns, the big dog, got booed because they were trying to push him down our throats. The Rock, when he faced Hollywood Hogan at Mania, he was the babyface and he got booed. So don't blame it on Cody.
I'm going to blame one thing on Cody, and you're not going to deny it. Cody Rhodes could not stop John Cena's 17th time title reign. Period. We don't need to talk about Cody right now. He's not even here. I'm not even acknowledging Cody right now.
He's not.
He's not even here. Okay? Roman Reigns, in this same predicament, SummerSlam, he stopped John Cena. By hook, by crook, no matter what it took. Oh, I made a little rhyme. Over here listening to storybooks. Reading my son's storybooks. Anyway, he was going to do what it took to keep that title. And he did. He did not let John Cena become a 17-time title on him. He did not let him run the gambit. Super Cena did not come back. Time is now. Them t-shirts, they would never sold. I think that talking about John Cena, this is his last run. Let the man go out the way he wants to. I'm fine with this. If he decides he wants to do this for a couple months and then go face or whatever it is later on, who cares?
I
But for
understand.
right now, let him have his selfish moment.
I
Let him do
understand, but if you're gonna do Cena as a heel, do it right, right? I mean, I think the angle at the Elimination Chamber when The Rock did the thing and Cena put that face, that was amazing. But
yeah.
I think that should have happened at Mania. I think that when after Cody beating John Cena at Mania and passing that proverbial torch, right? At the end, when they were in the ring and Rock comes out, then that happens. That's when it would have happened. Should have happened. I don't think
Didn't
the
need to really
chamber
mean it.
was because Mania sucked. That main event match, it was one. It might be the worst main event match ever with Travis Scott involvement, which it was just terrible. And it was a bad match. You know it was a bad match.
Well, I'll say this. It takes two to tango,
It takes you to tango. It takes you to
right?
tango. Yeah.
So hey, if John Cena heel and he was getting cheered. People weren't booing the 17th time. I
Yeah,
get it.
but even
And
beyond
the only reason
even beyond the crowd reaction, the match was clunky. I think everything that happened after Travis Scott's music hit, it was just crap. It didn't feel well done. Like Cena hesitating to give him the chair shot when was it with AJ Styles? He almost killed him with the stair steps. It doesn't make any sense creatively. The Rock not showing up after he's been involved in this story for over a year. Like it was just not well put together.
I think that there's layers to this, and that we can get The Rock later, and he can show up whenever he wants and do what he wants, right? He showed up twice last year at WrestleMania. Twice.
Yeah.
Two times
Yep. Yep.
for this guy. For this same person who just lost the title. He showed up two times.
I heard he showed up last night in Collision, cut off Collision with the Black Adam movie.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's a come on. It's a commercial. But I
Oh
mean,
God.
for once he needs to stand up on his own. I'm fine. Like I said, I'm fine with Travis Scott showing up. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with
But
it.
but but
Because, I mean,
why? Why is he's no Logan Paul? He's no Logan, he never will be a Logan Paul. What's the
exactly.
payoff? He took like half an hour to get to the ring, which
It's
messed up
Travis Scott.
everything, the credibility of everything. And I don't know what's the point? And then
So
Cena, okay,
why?
Cena giving the title to Cena. He's not getting
Yes.
anyone over.
Actually, he is.
Who
I
who
disagree with that.
who who
I disagree. I
who
disagree.
who?
He's giving anybody who steps foot in the ring with him right
He
now.
get Cody Rhodes over?
Actually, Cody got over.
He got over by losing at Mania the
Yes,
title?
he did.
By
Yes, he did.
getting booed? He got over?
Yes. Oh, yes. You still had a
Come on,
WrestleMania main
Phil.
event.
Come
Hold on. You
on.
still had a WrestleMania
Do
main
you think
event.
more of Cody Rhodes before Mania or now? Like, come on.
He
He
got over.
he lost points. He lost credibility. He, as you said, he allowed Cena to become the
So,
17-time champion.
you're going to be. No, no. Hold on a minute. Are you saying that Cody Rhodes is better than Stone Cold Steve Austin, two-time Royal Rumble winner?
No, he's not.
I'll wait. He's not.
So
You've
but
played him like he was for a whole year with this title, and you protected him against major rivalries that really could have taken the title from him at any time, like heel Orton, like Drew McIntyre, right?
fine.
Like
But
CM Punk,
back to the point.
like KO.
By losing to Cena, even though
Yes,
Travis Scott interfered,
yes.
whatever, in the
You
way
want to
that
know
he
why?
lost, he didn't gain any points.
Actually, he did. You want to know why? You need to show us who you are without this title at this point. Because right now they've protected you for a year with this title. You had a lackluster, let's be real. You had a very lackluster title reign. You fought nobody for real. For real.
Kevin
Besides
Owens,
KO.
KO,
Besides KO.
yeah.
Besides KO.
Hmm.
And really, KO should have went over, like we talk about all the time, because that Winged Eagle title came back. He kept that rivalry going.
I
That's what KO
disagree. I
does.
disagree, but that's from the past.
Whatever. The
Yeah,
point is, I'm glad he took the L at WrestleMania. He does not deserve to continue to reign on us and keep the ratings down. That I think that the reason why SmackDown numbers are also down is because again, you got John Cena on Monday Night Raw and you got the Heat title on Monday Night Raw. You need to separate you need to have the brand split. It needs to be respected.
yeah.
It's not respected. It's all over the place. The storylines are all over the place. Everybody's coming from all over to everywhere. Randy Orton's coming with RKO's every single week, and it was fire. The scenes were going viral every week, but they were on Monday Night Raw.
I'm gonna say right now that Cody Rhodes would show up on SmackDown every week, and he kept the ratings going up. Cena, he might or might not show up on SmackDown, and I don't think people are just that interested in Cena as a champion. We
I'm
all know he's
furious.
leaving by the end of the year. He's gonna
Yes,
turn babyface before he leaves, probably.
maybe, maybe not.
He's not gonna leave like as a heel. That's not gonna be his legacy. That's not gonna be it. So
Yeah,
why do all this crap anyway? Cena
to
can't
cause
wrestle.
emotion.
Cena has never been able to wrestle well, much less now with his balding
Okay,
head and being slow in the ring. Like he's not giving us a good show.
I
The
think that you need to understand the big global perspective and what really happened at WrestleMania 40. Last year, we were robbed of a major main event that really should have actually happened. And that is The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 being the main event. Like,
According
let's
to
be
finish
real.
his story.
No, bump the story. Bump the story. The story could have kept on. He could have kept going in the hunt. We were robbed last year of that title match And as a result, they made a tag match for night one, right? And they gave us the championship match night two. They've given this guy so many opportunities to really be a dominant champion and be great. And let's be real, he had a lackluster reign. Like I said, Triple H, I'll just stand on Triple H. Triple H's longest reign ever, was 287 days. Yes, he won it 14 times, but 287 days. He did not have 365 days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This
He was
this
not
Cody
this
Rhodes,
protected.
yeah, this Cody Rhodes title reign was a year long because he has been chasing it his whole life, right?
Not
But
that.
yeah, but
He wasn't Triple H
it didn't need
also
to be.
was
It didn't
not
need to be. I agree
protected.
with that. I would have, but let's say this. I would have been extremely happy if a Drew McIntyre would have taken the title from Cody Rhodes, or a heel Orton would have taken the title of Cody Rhodes
Yeah,
anywhere. Mania, Royal Rumble, so it
yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Okay, I would have been happy. But Cena,
I'm with it. I'm with it. If that's what it takes to get this title off of him, I told y'all. I told you. I did not want John Cena to go heel and not go over. I told you that. That's why I'm standing on business. I said that in a previous one. Go back, right, folks? I said I do not want John Cena to go heel and do all this stuff, right? Selling his soul to The Rock and all this stuff, and then he gonna lose to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Like, what sense does that make? You like you said,
I
you've already let the
agree.
kids down. The
I
kids are
agree. I agree.
crying.
I agree. I agree.
They're crying.
Once Cena turned heel of the chamber, there was no way back. They needed to
Yes,
drop the title. I understand that. What I'm
yes.
saying is that if they were gonna turn Cena, they should have done it right after Mania match.
Huh,
Imagine that huge moment. You could have had the traditional John Cena babyface, Cody Rhodes babyface, pass of the torch match,
bump that.
turn heel, have
Because
that
that match was
heel.
still. Let's get real. Because you said that match was trash.
That match was trash.
So you'd have had two faces and a trash match. It'd have been horrible. That's not a WrestleMania main event.
No,
There's no
it
emotion
could have
in
been
that.
much better. It could have been much better than it was.
How?
It could have been much better
Wrestling
than it was.
wise?
Yeah, it could have been much
Wrestling
better.
wise?
It has been done before. It has been done before.
No. No, it has been done before. Not by this guy.
Come
Not
on,
by this guy.
you know Cody Rhodes in ring is pretty solid. Come on, like if
He's got a
anything, he's
solid
carrying
in
Cena.
ring. It's not about the in ring. He's not a superstar like that. And now we get the chance to see him really prove himself once again. Can he really regain this title and have a year-long title reign again against some real contenders? Can he really go against CM Punk and have a year-long title reign? Can he do what Drew McIntyre did for all of last year with CM Punk? I don't think so. He gonna lose one of them.
But why can't you think so? Because he did it already before he was a champion.
No,
He had a year-long story with Seth Rollins, and that was pretty
sir.
amazing. Then he
No.
had
No,
another
no,
year-long story with Roman Reigns, and that was pretty
no,
amazing.
no,
He
no.
did.
We pushed, no, no, no. You pushed him down our throats by giving him a Royal Rumble win. He didn't earn it on his own. I'm just being honest. Royal Rumble and you earning them shit on this stuff on your own is completely different, and you know it. Okay, Royal Rumble is like the golden ticket. Look at the Yeet title. You feel the same way now. It got you to get some emotions going with pro wrestling again. You didn't have any emotions like this. You were like, yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. Lollipops and rainbows. And now I see the emotion. I see the fire again. See, John Cena,
I'm upset.
Singapore Pro Wrestling.
I'm just disappointed.
No, no. He gave you the passion. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm looking in your eyes right now. There was no passion for watching this again. You have passion now. You're like, damn it, I just want John Cena to drop this title in the next 25 times. I just
No,
want
I
him to
don't.
do it.
No, no, I don't care about that. I don't.
I just want him to lose.
I'm just not enjoying this shit.
Okay, see?
No, I'm just not enjoying this shit.
Yeah,
I don't. You know, I know that the Orton Cena feud that
yeah.
didn't make it for me. That didn't make it for me. I see that you enjoy it, but it just didn't do anything for me.
All it all it's gonna take, yes, I get it. I think it's because we haven't seen the full story play out. But think about it. All you have to do, and we're like 5 seconds away from this. John Cena going and talking some trash, right? On a Monday, random Monday night, like he always does. And all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar's music hits. And we already know what time it is. I'm just saying, that's an example of what could really go down, right?
We saw
That's,
that Suplex City. That was when Suplex City was created.
look here. And he could bring it back. That man is crazy. Okay. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him. Okay. So I'm just saying that's just one angle that I'm just giving you one
I
little
know that there's a lot of great rivalries that Cena can have right
right,
now with Punk,
right.
with Lesnar, or I don't know who else.
Randy Orton again. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but Randy
Only if
Orton,
Randy Orton is going over. Or are you gonna
Randy
continue
Orton,
to bury
if
Randy
Randy
Orton?
Orton, if Randy Orton comes on Monday night, tomorrow night, if Randy Orton goes in there and hits him with an RKO out of nowhere and actually punts the shit out of John Cena, we have ourselves another feud, my friend.
Yeah,
Randy Orton is the Viper. I'm
yeah,
just saying, he's
yeah.
capable. I don't think that Cody Rhodes would be able to withstand something like that and him not get booed. That's all I'm saying. He can't withstand getting punted. No, no, not with the title. You'd be like, yo, he gonna drop this title this time. I'm sorry. It's Randy Orton with the punt. I'm sorry. It's time.
Yeah.
The Legend Killer, he's back. Like,
I
let's
would
just
have I
have
would have loved if they would have done this with Orton instead of Cena, because Orton still can go, and he's such a good heel, and he
yes,
has the story with Cody Rhodes.
with everybody. He's got a story with everybody, man.
Yeah,
He wrestled with everybody. I'm just being honest.
yeah.
He could come back and win Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is coming up soon. Cody could come win Money in the Bank, right?
Gonna be
I'm
Karen
just saying,
Cross. Karen Cross is gonna win Money in the Bank.
I love Karrion Cross,
TikTok.
but you had your Mania moment, which was kind of dope. Like
Yeah,
that was dope. Like what you
yeah,
did with AJ Styles. I
yeah,
peeped you, homie. That was dope.
yeah, yeah,
But if Styles would have actually did it and won the match, like
yeah,
that'd have been dope. Like
yeah,
that would have been okay,
yeah.
okay. But it's Karrion Cross, so I'd expect him to really do that.
Yeah.
And then I knew, like at the end of the day, okay, we're walking here happy at WrestleMania. By the end, I'm probably going to be a little pissed. And honestly, genuinely, I am really upset that John Cena had to become a 17-time champion for Cody to lose his title. Like, I don't think you really understand how much I did not want Cody to have this title at this point. And I would have wished him just to lose it to somebody else than to actually lose it to John Cena at WrestleMania. But if that's what it,
Yeah, they lost another opportunity which was to have somehow Cena versus Orton for that number 17th.
yeah,
That was a once in a lifetime in history, once
yeah,
in history opportunity. It will
right.
never happen.
Nope.
It will never happen. And they lost the opportunity. If they would have used Orton, which he
Yeah.
was already, Cody Rhodes' friend, storyline wise, on
Ooh.
SmackDown, and his mentor, and blah, blah,
Legacy.
blah. If they would have done this with Orton instead of Cena, Orton would be a 15-time champion right now.
True.
He
True.
could drop it, and then regain it, and then be up for
Right.
that 17th.
Correct. Now, I agree with that. I do want Randy Orton to become a 17-time champion. I've said that. Ric Flair has even said that, right? If anybody's going to break my record, I want it to be him. So I'm still rooting for Randy Orton. He still got gas in the tank. He can
Yep.
still wrestle. He
Yep.
can still go. Um, Go ahead, hit somebody with an RKO out of nowhere and just get yourself in a title match. He can do stuff like that. Some people can't do that.
Yeah.
Some people need Royal Rumble wins to just make it to the main event card.
Come on, everyone that wins the Rumble gets a chance at the world title. That's not Cody Rhodes'
But they
fault.
don't necessarily win it. I mean, look at Shinsuke Nakamura and Oscar, right? They didn't win it
Yeah,
that night.
and that's going great for Nakamura,
It's
and
horrible.
that's going great for
Horrible.
Asuka.
It's horrible.
Horrible, horrible. If you win the Rumble, you better win the big one.
Correct. So 39 was like that, right? With your boy, and he lost, right? And then you shove him down our throats again at 40. And then we were robbed of the match that we really wanted,
Well, that
which is The
that that
Rock
story,
versus
that's
Roman Reigns.
Cody Rhodes chasing the title. That's one of the best stories ever told. With the bloodline
It's
and all
not,
that.
first of all, it's not his story. I want you to understand that too. He's just here. We, I wanted Dusty. We love Dusty. I don't love Cody. Okay? Don't. If this was Goldust doing this 20 years ago, all right. But we would have had Dusty right in his corner, and I'd have been okay with that because it's Dusty. This is about Dusty, brother. This ain't about him. I'm serious. You know it. I know it. If he was a superstar on his own, like no names attached, like for real, for real, for real, would you rock the merch? And I can say confidently, I don't think you would if he was not a Rhodes.
I know that being Dusty's son helps him a lot, but I mean he was in WWE. He did the Stardust thing. I think he did pretty well in every role that he was given since the beginning. Dashing Cody Rhodes, we enjoy that. Stardust, even though it was like a funny character, he did it great, for what it was. He leaves, he goes to Ring of Honor. I enjoy his work there. I follow him and enjoy his work there. He joined the Bullet Club and was a leader of the Bullet Club in Japan and all that. I think he did great in the Indies. He was
Right,
even the GFW champion with,
right,
he had some Impact Wrestling stuff going on. He did
yep,
great.
right,
And then he starts AEW with the Young Bucks. That's
right.
huge legacy. That's the
Huge.
competition right now.
And go become champ there and stay there. But when you come over here and you try to charge $800 for tickets at WrestleMania, I'm being honest. If this was like a no-name superstar versus this guy, nobody's paying $800 to go see him at the main event. And you know it. Now that he has the title and he lost the title, now people are gonna go watch it and pay $800. But him just having a missionary match with expected outcomes every time, nobody's gonna pay that kind of money. I'm just being honest.
Isn't that what Cena does? Cena always wins. And
First of
Roman
all,
Reigns will do the
first of
same.
all,
Roman
no, no,
Reigns
no,
will
no.
always have people
John Cena is a
interfering, cheating.
17-time champion. Roman Reigns has main event in WrestleMania for the last how many years?
10 years.
No, he said five. Was it like the last 5 years he's main
Five
evented?
times? Yeah, something like that.
Okay, this guy has just started main eventing WrestleManias
Yeah.
against those guys,
Yeah.
and he lost. He lost majority of them. He only won one.
One out
Just
of
saying.
one out of three.
Correct.
Well,
So
he won Mania against Seth Rollins, but it wasn't the main event.
it wasn't the main event.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't the main event.
It was his return.
Okay. I'm talking about main events. So he has to work his way back in, work
He
his way
will.
back up to
He
the title.
will.
He will.
He will do that.
Look, let's see what happens.
My complaint, and we're wrapping up here, but my complaint is not Cody Rhodes losing the title. My complaint is who he lost it to. And I don't think Cena turning heel and becoming the 17-time champion was the right way to go about it. I think ratings are showing that, viewership is showing that on SmackDown. I haven't checked Raw because Netflix numbers, who knows?
Right.
But I don't think it's good. And
I don't
it's
think
not only
SmackDown is a good reflection of that right now, just
right.
because he's not on SmackDown where he should be.
So how is that good too, right? How does that make sense?
He's showing up whenever the hell he wants to and still keeping his title. He's 17. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He about to retire.
He's here to destroy wrestling.
He is. He is going to destroy it. That's what he said. He said he's going to do it. And Randy Orton came across the brands, right, and RKO'd him. We're not respecting the brand split right now. It's just doing its
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I'm fine with it.
You know who's gonna beat R-Truth on Saturday Night Main Event?
Ooh,
Cena is gonna beat him. R-Truth.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not gonna have a
that's
choice.
predictable. That's predictable.
Mhm.
So I would have preferred to see Cena tagging with R-Truth rather than facing him. I would have preferred that.
For what? No.
Not
Let
not
them
heel
fight each
Cena,
other.
not heel Cena, but
Because we know, here's the thing, we do know that he's gonna win. Yes. Here's what we don't know. Who's gonna show up after the match? Because somebody's gonna show up after that match and be like, Cena, what's good? That's what we're waiting for.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's why we watch Saturday night main events. which I really feel is like a rush of the storyline across the entire platform.
Yeah, Drew
But
McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the
hey, I
50th.
want to fight you next week. Oh, okay. And still cage. Okay.
With
Okay.
barbed wire.
Like they could have saved that. They could have saved this Tiffy match, Tiffy with Nia Jax. They could have saved that for that match and
Yeah,
just did whatever they did for the next 2 weeks.
yeah.
Just saying that they've been rushing things along, and I'm not really.
I'm pretty disappointed overall on WWE creative right now. The releases and the direction of the major storylines. Seth Rollins on the other side, he had a great opportunity to change his gimmick and do something different with Heyman and
Yeah,
Breaker, and he's not doing it. So, I think overall, it's not going well.